Hello legends. I'm Dr. Sana and you're very welcome to your own page. This page is strictly an educational page about the things that exist all around us and pull our dopamine towards them, and we call that addiction. Please be open-minded while listening to these topics. Subscribe to the page and leave an English comment. Don't forget to like. My Instagram also appears down here. Follow if you'd like, and if you have any questions, we can connect much easier on Instagram and things like that. I spend a lot. You really don't know, I got egg cartons for back here to soundproof it. I set up the microphone again because people had said, yeah, the sound is a bit bad and things like that. What do I want to talk to you about today? About seizures caused by marijuana use. Is it possible that due to using marijuana or flower or grass or weed or even hashish, a person might have a seizure or not? First of all, we have to define a seizure. Okay, meaning some people think a seizure means that, man, you're just a bit like this. They call this a seizure. No, this is shaking. This is a tremor. This might be due to a drop in blood pressure. Okay. A seizure means the person experiences a loss of consciousness. Certainly in a seizure, well, there are a few types of seizures where the person is conscious. But overall, in a seizure that's going to be caused by substance use, the person must experience a loss of consciousness. Okay, and just this shaking isn't enough. This kind of shaking isn't enough. It must be accompanied by a loss of consciousness. Now, if this happens, we say the person has had a seizure. Now, is it possible for marijuana to cause a seizure or not? Look, what exists scientifically is no. Actually, marijuana, especially the CBD inside marijuana, has been able to get the Food and Drug Administration's approval in America for treating children who have drug-resistant seizures. Meaning marijuana that has high CBD might be effective for children who have tried 10 or 20 types of anti-seizure medications and haven't seen any results. Again, I'm saying, friends, these people have taken 10 or 20 types of anti-seizure medications. Don't let it be that if your friend had a seizure, you tell them to go smoke weed. Okay? Please don't let these things play games with your mind. Okay. So that's that. Okay. Now, if you see someone having a seizure because of marijuana use, know that the marijuana is laced. Know that there's a substance in that marijuana that has lowered that person's seizure threshold. Otherwise, it's impossible for marijuana to cause a seizure. In the literature, there are only 3 or 4 cases where marijuana caused a seizure. And those were children who were using edible marijuana for treatment, edible marijuana, not smoked. And the consumption of this edible marijuana was so high and an overdose occurred that it caused cerebral encephalopathy. Encephalopathy means destructive effects within the brain. Because I've said in clips so far that marijuana can cause destructive effects in the human brain. In children who consumed edible marijuana, seizures were caused by destructive changes in the brain due to that damage, not the marijuana itself causing the seizure. Okay, so to sum up everything that I have told you today, I really want to be very clear about one thing. Marijuana absolutely does not cause seizures. It is simply not a trigger for them. Unless you've eaten marijuana and in large quantities causing destructive effects on your brain and you have a seizure because of that. Otherwise, marijuana that you take into your body by smoking as smoke or by inhalation, it's impossible for it to cause a seizure. If any marijuana caused a seizure, definitely call the dealer right then and there and say, your mother. I mean, you really should call the dealer and curse him out. Because be sure that marijuana wasn't great stuff that you'd call the dealer and say, wow, brother, thanks. What a product you gave me. The kids are all seizing. Everyone is having seizures here. No, actually, you should call the dealer and say, brother, what was mixed in your product? What did you put in your product? What had you added to it? What impurities did it have that made the kids like this? Okay. So pay attention so you don't take something thinking you're aware. Not that you should take something consciously, okay? Because it's impossible for you to go towards something with full awareness. I mean, in my opinion, it's impossible for you to do drugs with awareness. Someone who has awareness knows that they shouldn't do drugs. I love you all. I love you. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you so much for the energy you send me. Thank you so much for loving me, and thank you so much for asking me for help. And I think it takes a lot of merit for someone to consider you worthy of seeking advice from. I love you. Dr. Sana plays well because you are on her team. I love you all. I'd love to be in place of your heart so I could pump inside you every day. The dust of your feet is the coal of my eyes. Until we meet again. Farewell.